This dance is all about our hips. Make sure you watch the whole tutorial because by the end you're going to know how to dance exactly like Shakira in Hips Don't Lie. Hi Shimmy Shaker, and thank you for joining me today, and thank you for requesting this tutorial. I'm going to go through move by move, teaching you the steps that Shakira does in Hips Don't Lie. So the best way to run this one is to have a tab open with her video as well. I'll teach you the move and I will tell you which part of the video it's in so you can then practice it together. Let's go. Okay, so as she opens up in the first 8 seconds, she's got 2 belly dancing moves already. The first one is our upward figure 8. So we start with our feet hip width apart. We keep our pelvis tucked in, our chest up. You can have your hands out of the way or wherever you like. She's got them in front so that they're out of the way and sometimes out. We're bringing our hip out to the side, still keeping our hips facing forward, but out to the side. Our weight comes onto this foot. We then lift up while we're still out. We then come in while we're still up and down. So it's out, up, in and down, out, up, in and down, out, up, in, 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 down. And when you're ready, you can smooth it out. So she's doing it quite smoothly in this one, but also quite big as well. And you see her doing it from the back, which looks really beautiful. The next move she comes straight into is an undulation, and this is quite a hard belly dancing move. You want to start bringing your chest forward, bring your stomach forward, bring your hips forward, and then release. So chest forward, stomach forward, hips forward, and release. To get the chest forward, think about pushing from the torso. So you're pushing from this point here, bringing that chest forward. So it's not an up, it's not a shoulders, it's just the chest. So imagine something tied here, pulling you forward. Good. And then to bring the belly forward, we keep our weight forward in our feet, knees are nice and soft, and then we're pushing it out with our belly muscles. So this one is working through the skeleton as well as through our muscles because our weight is forward and then we push. Then for the hips, we bend our knees, squeeze here and here, bring that pelvis in and release. So chest, stomach, hips, release, chest, stomach, hips, release. And then let's just have a little practice of this one. Coming through chest, stomach, hips. Now, you're probably thinking if this is your first time belly dancing, wow, these moves are actually really hard. And they do take practice, but they're really, really good for you. Really good for all your organs, really good for your mind as well, really good for your posture and your expression. And also it's really fun. So yeah, keep at it. Chest, stomach, hips. So from the very start, she's come out doing her upward figure 8s, and then she turns, gives a nice smile to the camera, and an undulation. Okay, so for the next 30 seconds, there's quite a lot of moves. We're firstly coming into our Maya, and she's doing it with flat feet, which is quite advanced, but I'm going to show you how to do the easier version and then the hard version as well. So remember with our upward figure 8s, we just came out to the side, up, in, down. This time we're going the other way. So we come up first, out to the side while we're still up, down while we're still out, and then back in. So it's up, out, down, in. So there's those 4 points that we get even though we're smoothing it out. And this move, you can call it your downward figure 8 or you can call it a Maya. And you can see with my feet, I'm using my heels to lift the hip up, but I'm keeping my posture up nice and tall. You want to try and get those nice rolls through your belly as you come through. Yeah, nice, beautiful. Okay, for the more advanced version, she is doing it flat-footed. So that means instead of lifting your heels, you're keeping your heels on the floor and you're using your core extra strong to work through your hips. This one is quite a workout through your core. So you're trying to lift up, you can still use your leg a little bit by straightening, bringing it out to the side, down and in, up, out, down, in, and then smooth it out. Yeah, nice work. Okay, the next move she uses in this section is called a hip circle. If you're already confused, feel free to wind back to the beginning. Watch as many times as you need until you get the move. Otherwise, we're coming into our little hip circle. So hip circles, everyone finds one way easier than the other. So make sure you try it both directions. I noticed in her video, she's nearly always going the same way. So feel free to go the same way, whichever feels better for you. We bring our weight forward, our hips come forward. We bring our weight to the side, our hips come to the side. We bring our weight back and then to the other side. So again, like our figure eights and our Mayas, we're trying to hit those 4 points, but smoothing it out. So some common problems with technique when people first learn this one is that they twist their hips. So with this one, if you can look at your hips where they are, you want to try and keep both hips facing to the front. Yes, that's it. Now keep your knees nice and soft and think about drawing a circle on the floor. Good. My heels are on the floor for this one. My feet are nice and relaxed. I'm still feeling it through my hips, through my core. Good. Okay, let's go the other way. So you're coming in to the side, back, other side, in to the side, back and smooth it out. Good. Again, you can keep your hands out of the way. She's just got them out of frame so you can see her moving, or she's got them on the wall as well. Good. Okay, let me know in the comments, do you feel easier going clockwise or anti-clockwise? I definitely find it easier going clockwise. Good job. Okay, if you found you're okay with that move, she then extends it to bring it into a walk. So when you're walking with your hip circles, whichever foot is stepping out, whichever direction you're going, that's the way your hip circle is going. So again, one way will feel easier than the other. Feel free to go the direction that's better for you. So if you're going this way, that means that you'll then step this way. As you bring your hips forward, you're stepping out. As you bring your hips back in, you're stepping the other foot in. So it's around, around, around. Watch my feet, I'll slow it down. Forward and around. Step back in, out and around, back in, out and around, back in. Let's go the other way. So because we're going this way, we step out this way, hips come forward here, forward and around. Good, that's it. You can slow it down. Good, great. And in the video clip, she's going around a little circle of herself. So to do that, instead of stepping out, you're just stepping over to the side. Again, you can keep your hands out of the way. This song, if you haven't realized, all about the hips. Don't have to worry about the arms so much. Good, let's try it the other way. Yeah, nice work. Awesome job. Okay, have a little practice of those moves, and then when you're ready, come back for our next part of technique. Awesome work, Shimmy Shaker. Okay, the next move is really sexy. She does it from facing the back and it's coming into our hip shifts. It looks fantastic. It's a really good one to learn, and it's really good for your core and posture as well. So we are starting with our feet hip width apart. Again, pelvis tucked in, chest up. We're lifting up, but mainly through our core. So you can see when I lift up, I can lift the whole foot up, or I can keep the toes on the floor, lifting the heel, but mainly I'm squeezing through here. You really want to get that nice squeeze through here. Squeeze and squeeze. Let's try the other side. Squeeze and squeeze. So try it lifting the whole foot, and then try it just lifting the heel. One way will feel better, but you're not using your knees. So it's not like bending up, it's more squeezing through here. That's it. Okay, as one foot comes up, the other one comes down. So as I lift one leg, I'm then bringing the other one down. So I'm trying to mimic my hips with my fingers. Up and down, up and down. Try it lifting the whole foot. Try it lifting just your heel. See which feels better for you. You can't actually see her feet in this one, so whichever feels better. Good. Okay, some tips with this one, make sure you keep your posture up tall. It's very common when people first learn this move that they lean to the side and they end up looking more like a penguin rather than Shakira. So with this one, you're using core strength. I know learning these moves, you're growing an appreciation for her dancing even more. Even though you liked it before, I know you did. Now you know how to do them. You realize how hard they are. That's it. Down, 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 down. Good job. Okay, we're now up to the 30-second mark of her film clip, and she's coming into a new move, which is a twist. She's kind of doing freestyle arms, so you feel free to do whatever arms you like, but I'm going to teach you the hip work. So again, we start with our feet, hip width apart, pelvis tucked in, chest up. We're bringing one hip forward. So this is our first move, bringing our hip forward. You want to, again, keep your posture nice and tall. Try not to turn the whole body. It's more about the hip coming forward. Again, we're working through that core, and then other side. One side and then the other side, and then staying nice and relaxed. See if you can speed it up. So just be careful with this one. I know a lot of people, when they first start it, they find it doesn't feel good for your knees. So if that is you, don't worry about this move. You can skip to the next ones. Otherwise, just getting used to that, really enjoying it, loosening up through your back, keeping that posture nice and tall as you bring one hip forward and then the other. That's it. Okay, if you feel okay with that one, I'm going to teach you a more advanced part of this move, and that is to add in the walk. So with our walk with this move, when we step out, that is the hip that comes forward. So if I'm stepping on this leg, I push this hip forward. As the other one catches up, I bring the other hip forward. So it's forward, 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 forward. Other way. Forward, 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 forward. A little faster. Forward, 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 forward. That's it. Good. Other way. This is a bit of a cardio workout too, this one. That's it. Lovely. Okay, so the way she does it, again, she's going around a little circle of herself. So as you know, when you're going around a circle for yourself, instead of just going to the side, you're stepping out instead. So we're stepping out, 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 doing our little twist. That's it. Other way. Again, you can choose which way feels better for you. Nice and relaxed through those hips. Nice and tall through your spine. Yes, awesome job. So for the next section, she repeats the circles, she repeats the down, down, hip shifts, and then she comes in a move when she says, keep on reading the signs of my body, which is our hip drops. And she does them quite small. So for your hip drops, start again, feet hip width apart, pelvis tucked in, chest up, bringing one foot slightly in front. So it's about half a foot in front. We lift up again through our core and then drop down. So the accent on this one is on the down beat. You use your knee, but mainly you use your core, and you make sure that your heel stays off the floor as you come up and then down. See, my heel's still off the floor, up, down, and you can emphasize your hip and go nice and quick. So often in belly dancing, we use this move often quite big, where we come all the way up, all the way down, and really accent. In this video clip, she's going little, so you have to really keep that control, just little lift up, drop, 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 but you can also go really fast. Try the other side, because again, one side's always easier than the other. So feet hip width apart, one foot about half a foot forward, lifting up, feeling those nice rolls through your belly, drop, up, drop, up, drop, up, a little faster. Good job. So by this point, you've already learned lots of moves, and you're probably wondering, is this real belly dancing? A lot of people don't realize that Shakira, she is part Lebanese and also part Colombian. So yes, belly dancing is part of her heritage, but not only that, all these moves I've taught you so far are really essential belly dancing moves. So if you like them, I hope you do, make sure you check out my other tutorials, because if you really want to drill them and learn this style of dance properly, I have heaps and heaps of tutorials for you. So go and check them out. Okay, on to the next section. Okay, we're now up to the 152-second mark of her film clip, and this is one of the only parts that actually works the upper body, and we're working through our chest. She's coming into some chest circles, but like a stilted chest circle, so let's give it a go. Firstly, with your circles, it's like your hip circles. You'll bring your chest forward, you'll bring your chest to the side, you'll bring your chest back, and then to the other side, and then smoothing it out. So let me show you from the side. Chest forward, so like in our undulation, you're leaning from the torso like something's pushing here, coming forward, coming to the side by shifting your chest over, so keeping everything facing front, but just shifting, like pushing from here to the back. Again, it's like you're pushing from here and then to the other side. So it's forward, side, back, side, and then start to smooth it out. Beautiful. Okay, let's try the other way. Forward, side, back, and side, and smooth it out. So if you work at a desk or you do lots of bike riding, you might find this move really, really difficult, but that means it's really good for you because it's loosening up all those muscles that you might be tight in. And shake it out. Nice work. Okay, let me know in the comments as well if you found clockwise or anti-clockwise easier in that one. The way Shakira does it is she does a little lift, and it's also a little bit more staccato. So as she comes forward, she's like lifting up as well as forward. So it's like a push from here, pushing that heart forward, then coming around, then push, around, and push. So let's give it a go. Push, around, push, around, push, around, push, around. We don't really use this in belly dancing, but we could. We definitely use chest circles in traditional belly dancing, but not often with the push as well. We might do the push by itself, but very rarely with the chest circle. So yeah, maybe I'm learning something new from Shakira today as well. Okay, let's try the other direction. Up and around, up and around. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Good. Yes, awesome job, well done. Okay, from the 2-minute mark, we're staying with a similar move, working through our chest. Again, if you work at a desk or do lots of things where you're sitting forward, like bike riding, you might find this one difficult. We're bringing our chest up. So to bring our chest up, we're elongating through our core, and then we're dropping down. Now, when you drop down, you don't want to drop all the way down. It's like back to neutral, like back to your good posture. So it's up, drop, up, drop, up, drop. It is always hard to talk when doing this one because it's right near the diaphragm muscles. That's it. Good. Okay, and speed it up. Yeah, nice. So she's got her hands out for this one, and she's doing a nice hair flick. So if you have a bad neck, please don't do this one. Otherwise, all she's doing is flicking her hair to the side, using that neck coming forward, and then flicking the other way. So obviously you need long hair, or she's got beautiful bouncy hair for this one. It works really well. Side to side to side to side. And you can't really do this one slow because you need the momentum of the hair, because if you do it slow, it's just not going to move anywhere. But that's the movement if you need to see without the hair in the face. Okay, so laying it on top, we're doing our chest. Yeah, nice work. Okay, that's your first layer in belly dance. Layers are moves that you layer one move on top of the other. So you can see already that one's 2 moves at once. Well done. Awesome work, Shimmy Shaker. We are now up to the 2-minute 20 mark of the video clip. From the last move up until here, she's kept doing her circle walk, she's been doing her chest and some hip shifts as well. And now she comes into a downward figure 8 or Maya, like we just learned, with a little bit of a difference. So with this one, remember you're lifting your hip up, out to the side, down and in, but she is making it more staccato. So she's going boom, 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 boom. And she's also really leaning over, which we never really do. But I guess it looks really sexy, and that's why I put it into this film clip. So normally with good posture, you're standing up nice and tall as you do your Maya or your downward 8, but she's leaning and pushing, leaning and pushing, leaning and pushing, leaning and pushing. So it's still bring your hip out to the side, but as you bring it down, you're leaning to the side. Good. and then she holds on one side and combines our little hip shifts and drops just on that side. So it's over, over, and catching the beat. Boom, 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 boom. So for the boom, 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 all she's doing, pushed out to the side, little work with the knee, little work with the core, boom, 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 boom. So it's like a strange hip drop, but you're pushed out. Because of the placement of the foot, of course, it's going to be harder to lift all the way up and drop, but again, it's nice and small to get that boom, 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 boom. So when you're practicing this one to the music, try and get it with the beat like she does, boom, 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 and try and get the nice staccato. Otherwise, you can keep it nice and smooth, which is more traditional belly dance, and do little hip drop there. Good job. Our final move of our Shakira choreography, and this one, it's not really a traditional belly dance move, but it looks great and it does take elements of belly dance. We're doing a chest lift like our chest drops we did before. We're going the other way, but she goes bigger. So again, with this one, if you have any problems with your back or spine, please don't do this. But if you're warmed up and you're feeling good, you're bringing your heart up and then release, up and release, up and release. So unlike the other one where we're coming down and the accent was on the drop, this time the accent is on the up, and she's doing it slower so you can do it a lot bigger. So it's up, 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 and again, you're trying to catch that accent of the music. So try it with the music too. The way she does it is she does it coming down. You can't see her lower body, but the best way I would recommend to do this one is to have 1 foot behind, 1 foot quite far in front. So maybe 2 feet in front, bend both knees, and then little lean back. So you don't want to lean from your spine, you want to lean from your pelvis by tucking your pelvis in. This is going to be a lot safer on your back than just leaning from your spine. So from here, bending both legs, squeeze that pelvis in, and then little lean. So you can see the angle from my leg to my torso. It's almost a straight line rather than using my back to get that lean back. And then coming down, and then boom, 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 boom. Again, you're using 2 moves at once. It is quite tricky. You can start off just doing the boom, 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 boom to the front, or just standing up straight. Otherwise, if you're up for the challenge and you've got a good healthy back, you can come tilting the pelvis in, boom, 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 boom. For some reason, I always find it easier with these moves to do the hand actions as well. I don't know why. With any of these moves, you might find it's easy to hold that part of your body to work it. Okay. Awesome work, Shimmy Shaker. You now know all the moves from Shakira's video clip, Hips Don't Lie. Repeat this video tutorial as many times as you need until you feel you have all the moves. And then when you feel ready, go over, watch her film clip and dance along with her. Most of all, have fun doing it. It's such an awesome song and she's such a great dancer. I also have another Shakira tutorial right here. This is all the moves she did in the 2020 Super Bowl performance. She was amazing, that performance. I hope you saw it. Really fun, but the moves are quite different to the one she did in Hips Don't Lie.